Hi, welcome to a video by Archangel Raphael. So this video is going to be about scapegoating. So Archangel Raphael is going to talk a little bit about this, and then there's going to be a clearing for it. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. I would like you to know that scapegoating is a very big subject because there are many reasons why certain people are scapegoated. But what I will do is be brief so that you can then have the clearing for it. What I will say is that there are two main reasons why someone may be subject to repetitive scapegoating. The first one is very easy to understand, and that is that person has several flaws which are apparent to others, things which are not quite right, things that are actually proper weaknesses that person has. It may be something like bad timekeeping, for example, not being able to be somewhere on time, perhaps because of struggles inside, emotional struggles, trauma, anxiety, all kinds of things, OCD perhaps, whatever it is, but something like this, something that is apparent externally. Or it may be something else, such as not being able to remember things quickly and efficiently and easily. So having problems with your memory, or someone having problems with their memory. Or it can be something else, such as not being able to walk properly, having a problem with walking, or something else, like having a problem keeping your feet on the ground, becoming ungrounded easily, again because of trauma, or some other reason, something else that is affecting the energy of the person, or is affecting you. What I will say is that these are the sorts of reasons why someone can be used as a scapegoat, because their flaws are very obvious, easy to spot, and when others are not taking responsibility for their weaknesses, they can easily look at that person and blame them for something happening. What I will also say about this is that it does mean that it is something that is very hard to dispute, because these things are very real, tangible, easy to see. And when it comes to healing this, it is very much about going deeper and getting to the root cause of what is going on, why these weaknesses exist, and then being in a state of compassion towards the self for having these weaknesses. And when you are compassionate to yourself, other people will be as well. It will be like a buffer of protection around you. So even if you are not able to do something properly, it will be forgiven because you forgive yourself. So it is something that will be excused. The second reason is something else, and that is the particular person is being victimised in some way. They are being used by others so that they do not have to look within and take responsibility for what is theirs. This victimisation can occur for several reasons. One of them is that the person has agreed to take responsibility for other people's problems. So some contract that they have made with the universe at some point in time that is affecting them, or some other kind of contract, such as getting involved in other people's affairs and then being blamed. So being the sort of person to jump in when there is a problem, and then you end up taking the flack for it. you end up being blamed for the problem itself. Or it can be for another reason. Someone is scapegoated. It may be that their light is shining so brightly that there are negative forces coming in to try to make them responsible for what they are not, and in this way diminishing their ability to impact life, making people believe there is something wrong with them. So this is more about being targeted by dark forces that are then acting through people. And the final reason it can be that you are scapegoated, or someone you know is because that person is in some way believing that they are always to blame. They believe that there is something wrong with them. Negative beliefs about themselves that attract these kinds of energies. Perhaps feeling guilty continuously for no reason at all, or blaming themselves for other people's problems, believing that they are the source of all evil on earth. Negative beliefs that they may have inherited from their childhood years, what they have been taught by their parents or at school, or perhaps in religious institutions. What I will say about these sorts of energies within is that they can be easily cleared by looking at what the person or you believe and changing the beliefs, clearing them and replacing them with new beliefs that are resonating with the light of oneness. So these are the reasons that you or someone else may be scapegoated. And for some people, all of these reasons apply. What I am going to do is work on all of you now, and I will go as deep as I can. What I will also say about being scapegoated is that it is not necessarily something that stays with you for life, because once you are getting to the root cause, you are easily able to counteract it when it happens. You are able to identify what is going on at the time and sort out the problem. There is a lot that can be done once you understand what is going on. And what I will say to those of you who have been scapegoated a lot is remember to keep going within, to keep getting to the root of what has happened when it has happened, and clear it from that place. What I will do in this clearing is clear as much as I can from negative beliefs to helping you have more compassion for your weaknesses. I will also clear anything else that I see. So doing this now. would like you to know that this is done. And what I will say is the more that you have this clearing, the more that can be done. It is good for you to know that sometimes when you are unsure about if you are being scapegoated, you are able to revisit this video and have the clearing, and it will give you more clarity. That is all. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening, and wishing you lots of love.